What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Commanders Week 17 recap as the Browns got a huge W on the road today as they defeated the Washington Commanders by a final score of 24 to 10, and they improved to 7 and 9 on the season. And you look at the title of this video, and yeah, this game was definitely a tale of two halves for the Cleveland Browns because in the first half, while the defense looked solid, the offense couldn't get anything going. And then in the second half, the offense turned it up. People were slandering the crap out of Deshaun Watson on Twitter during the first half. And then in the second half, Deshaun made them eat those words. Now you look at Deshaun Watson's stats from today 9 of 18, 169 yards, 3 touchdowns. He got sacked 5 times. That's a very ugly number. And his rating was 122.5. And those 3 touchdowns were to Cooper and DPJ. And all three, I believe, were wide open. So that's good. Guys were starting to get open in the second half. That's what I love about Stefanski's system. Even though he can be a dingus at play calling, he's very good at scheming his receivers open. On the ground, Nick Chubb, 14 carries, 104 yards. Deshaun had 8 carries for 31. Jerome Ford even got some carries, 5 for 9. Brissett even had a carry on fourth down, as usual. You know, the sneak god did it again. And then Kareem Hunt, 2 for 0. Yeah, they were going to Jerome Ford over Kareem Hunt. That should tell you all you need to know about that situation. Now, through the air, again, it seemed like we really couldn't get the ball to Cooper to begin with. But then, second half, we just started getting the ball. 3 receptions, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's like a Randy Moss stat thing going on right there. That's crazy, isn't it? Njoku, 1 catch, 21 yards. Bryant, 2 for 19. Peoples-Jones had 1 catch, 13 yards on a touchdown. Chubb had 1 for 12. And then Jack Conklin actually had a target. I don't know what the heck Deshaun was thinking there. He was running around like a chicken with his head cut off, and for some reason, he just thought, I'm going to throw it to this guy over here. And of course, that's illegal touching because you can't do that. And then Kareem Hunt had 1 catch for -1 yards. So, not a great day for Kareem. Everyone else did pretty good. On the defensive side, yeah, this was probably one of the better defensive games of the year. Myles Garrett had another 1.5 sacks. Chase Winovich had a sack. And then Taven Bryan had a half a sack too. So in total, that's 3 sacks on the day. Also 3 interceptions. Denzel Ward had 1. Delpit had 2. And then I guess if you include the turnover on downs, that's what, 5 turnovers technically? The defense was really good today. Other than that 21 play, 96-yard drive before half that led to a touchdown. Other than that, they weren't too bad. They were not bad at all. I've definitely seen worse. Now, if you would have asked me after the first half, I would have been like, yeah, this is not going to end well for us. But hey, the team woke up. They outscored Washington 21-3 in the second half. Yeah, defense stood out today. When it comes to the Commanders, though, Carson Wentz, or should I say Carson Wentz, Wintz. 16 of 28, 143 yards, 3 interceptions, got sacked 3 times, had a rating of 31.4. And to be honest with you, I was expecting Ron Rivera to switch back to Heineke, but he never did. I was expecting him to do it, but he never did. So that should tell you all you need to know about his thoughts on their chances to make the playoffs. Brian Robinson, 24 carries, 87 yards. He was their bell cow today. He was very hard to bring down, running hard and finding open holes. Classic stuff that you want out of your running back, especially with no Gibson. Jonathan Williams, 9 for 30. McLaurin had 1 for 12. Carson Wentz, of course, had 3 carries, 7 yards on a touchdown. Through the air, Logan Thomas, 6 receptions, 56 yards. Jahan Dotson, 3 for 37. McLaurin, 2 for 25. Cam Sims had 1 for 16. Samuel had 1 for 6. I'm surprised they only got him the ball 1 time. He did have only 2 targets. Jonathan Williams, 3 receptions, 3 yards. And Brian Robinson did not have any receptions, but he did have 1 target. So, yeah, not really that great out of their offense. Now, on their defensive side, of course, I knew that their defense was really good. They had 5 sacks today, one from David Mayo. You had two from Deron Payne, a guy that I really want the Browns to go after in the offseason. Because if you put him on our D line with Miles and Perry and Winfrey, sheesh, that would be nasty. Montez Sweat had a sack, and Casey Toohill had a sack. So yeah, the defense was getting after it, but their offense is just absolutely garbage because you have Carson Wentz at quarterback. Maybe they win with Heineke, but I know one thing: Heineke would have given you a better chance in this game. But now with this loss, the Packers now control their own destiny. As I say that, they just fumbled. Yeah, they are currently beating the Vikings 7-3. Yep. So see how that game goes. But yeah, Brown season's over. But hey, I love ruining other teams' seasons. That's always fun. So we got one more game left this season against Pittsburgh next week. And then after that, it's on to the offseason. We'll see what happens. I firmly expect a tweet shortly after that game ends next week saying the Browns have fired Joe Woods. That has to happen the minute the game ends. I want him out of here. I want him out of here. The excuses, no more excuses. He's out of here. Same thing with Prefer, honestly. You know, yeah, he's had some good showings, but yeah, get him out of here. Nah, nah. Our defense has given it up too many times. They're out of here. Bye bye. After next week, bye bye. Clean out your office. Bye bye. You're gone. Bye bye. But yeah, I mean, overall, Browns did good. You know, very good second half. They really shut up the haters in the second half, and you love to see it. So hopefully we can wrap up the season with a W against Pittsburgh next week, and we'll have what I expect to be a very aggressive offseason, as the Browns front office isn't going to want to have to deal with, garbage, because they have a good quarterback now. And now you got to put pieces around him, right? I can understand why they didn't do anything this past offseason, because they figured Deshaun was going to be suspended and they didn't want to waste money on guys for like partial year of a year that they essentially gave up on. You can essentially say that the Browns gave up on this year the moment that suspension was announced, because they had to figure that Brissett wasn't going to take them too far. You know, I'm sure they're going to be hella aggressive this offseason to make this team as good as possible for Deshaun. Because what we saw in the second half, that was prime Deshaun Watson. It's like a little preview for what could happen next year. We see that more often. Oh boy, things are going to get fun now. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. And again, Victory Monday tomorrow. I will also be streaming the Cavs Bulls game if my internet allows me. I know if you watched the stream today, my internet was acting up severely. Hopefully, it behaves itself tomorrow. And yeah, I'm planning on doing 2 streams. Victory Monday, probably sometime in the afternoon, and then Cavs Bulls at night. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog 99. Or Crazy Dog Sports now. Good W on the Browns, though. Shout out to all the Commanders fans. Shout out to Ed Oliver. Shout out to Louis T. Awesomeness Sports. Shout out to all the guys out there. Juan Gotti. Shout out to all you guys. This was a good W. You know, good W. This felt good. You know, I love winning. Love it so much. On to the Steelers next week. See you guys tomorrow. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Browns. And I'm out.